Hello, this is Slave91, and I'm starting a rant on the Vampire Night dub. And trust me, it's not what you think. So I heard that Vampire Night was being dubbed a few months back, and I was kinda excited about it, since I do collect the manga. I enjoy the Vampire Night series, but I am not the biggest fan of it. There is not one character I really like in the whole series, because in some ways, Vampire Night does hit that generic shoujo-esque story mode. So, I am going to be talking about the voice acting first. And for the voice actors, I am going to be talking about the main three of the story, which is Yuki, Kaname, and Zero. For the supporting cast, I am only picking one, which is Idol. I don't know why, but a lot of fangirls hate the dub voice for Idol, so I think he'll be the best to pick. First up on our list is Kaname Karan, who is voiced by Daisuke Kisho in the Japanese version and Ethan Murray in the English version. Now, about Ethan Murray dubbing Kaname. I think it's great. He gives off this mysteriousness and could act very well. I don't understand most of the problems that the fangirls have with him dubbing Kaname. Some people need to understand that dubbing isn't about sounding like the character. It's the emotion and the acting you put into the character that makes the character so great. So what's the problem? He gives off a great Kaname. Please comment and tell me what's the problem with his voice, because I see no problem exactly with him dubbing Kaname. Now, next is Yuki Cross, who is dubbed by Yui Hore in the Japanese version and Mila Lee in the English version. Now, I pretty much do not care about who's voicing Yuki, because anyone could do a shoujo-esque voice for Yuki. Yuki is the most cliche-ish character in the whole series. So, with that, I have no problem with the dub of her voice. But I do enjoy the Japanese version of her voice much more, since I feel like she gives out more emotion than the other one does. Give any comments about what you think about I said about Yuki. And sorry it's so short for Yuki, I just really don't much care for her. Last but not least is Zero Kiryu, who is voiced by Minoru Miyano of the Japanese version and Vic Miano of the English version. Now, a lot of people have a big problem with Vic voicing Zero, and I would like to know why, because I think Vic is a good voice actor. He's very good for the role of Zero. I just finished watching the first episode of Vampire Night, and I had no problem with him voicing Zero. I didn't feel like I was listening to Tamaki or Ed while watching the whole video. So please leave a comment telling me why you think Vic is not a good lead for Zero, and why so and so is better for the role of Zero than Vic is. Next up is the supporting cast, which I said I was going to talk about Idol. Now, I will add on one more supporting cast role, and that's Headmaster Cross. That's it. First up is Idol Hanabusa, who is voiced by Jun Fukuyama in the Japanese version and Bryce Paperbrook of the English version. Now, I thought the English version of Idol's voice was very cute. It gave this childish and narcissistic sounding of him, which I think fits Idol. I don't know much about the Japanese version, since I told you I never really watched Japanese version. I just seen its and bits of it. So there's not much to say, just that I really do like Ido's English version. Next on our list is Headmaster Kalen Cross, voiced by Hazumi Goda in the Japanese version and Christopher Corey Smith in the English version. I don't have much to say about the Japanese version, but in the English version, he does give off a good Headmaster Cross. Now, some people say that he should sound gay, and I don't understand why, but whatever, it's fangirlism. Anyway, back to this. He does give out a good Headmaster Cross, giving out a silliness that only Headmaster Cross would have, which is pretty funny. So, if you have any opinions about Headmaster Cross voice actor who should voice act Headmaster Cross, please leave a comment below. Now, since we got the characters out the way, let's talk about the dialogue of Vampire Knight dub. I absolutely hate the dialogue of Vampire Knight dub because it sounds like a direct translation of the Japanese version. Why would this be a problem? Well, the characters don't sound as fluid as they should. Everything sounds like it was absolutely scripted, like a person is actually reading it from the script. And some of the uses of the words don't actually fit. So that has a little problem with me. It's a little one of my pet peeves. So if you have something to say about the dialogue as well, if it sucks, if it rocks, if it's perfect, just tell me in a comment, please. Well, that's all I have for my little vampire dub review. So please leave a comment down there, yeah. Subscribe or rate. Do whatever you want. But I hope you enjoy this video.
果てしなく遠く限りなく深く交わった運命のように何度も掴んで何度も失ってやっと巡り会えたこと空が血を求め花が雨を待ち夜が明日を来るように